Hi Aquarius, it's Chandler. This is your October 2018 Intuitive Energy reading. Um, this will work for you if you have a Sun, Moon, or Rising, or Venus in the sign of Aquarius. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much and welcome. You know what these readings are usually about, spirituality, philosophy, introspection, healing, growth. Yes, I've so far established that you are definitely in the midst of potentially letting go something as well as creating something. What you have been already aware of seems to be rooted deeply, and you're moving forward in such a way that is very expansive while remaining very earthly and very grounded, which is so refreshing in your energy. Typically, you kind of struggle with moving forward, but it just seems to be there is this backing right now that is making you feel very confident with the certain progressive movements that you've wanted to make for some time. Not a lot of signs are actually getting this kind of energy. Most of our planets are providing more, internal progress, emotional progress, and healing rather than the actual physical manifestation or progress in the real world. It seems as though you are making progress though in such a way that is transformative. So let's see what comes up in your cards. We have Queen of Water, Two of Water, King of Water, Five of Fire. Okay, so this is very different for you, Aquarius. I'm really interested in this because with the Queen of Water, Two of Water, and King of Water, we kind of see this divinely perfect couple on an emotional level. So why the heck is there such an abrupt conflict here following in the mid-month? Okay, we see this is a karmic relationship potentially. Ten of Fire, something deep is transforming for you. Very interesting. I'm really getting excited about this. So 10 of Air and Abundance. Oh my gosh, you have the most killer reading. Like, this is so exciting, Aquarius. I love it. So, wow, this is great energy. Just as you are really getting into the energy of Libra within the month of August, you have you have so many impactful, transformative events happen. There may be a very strong Plutonian resonance within you, regarding your relationships right now. The evolution of them, the basic instincts of the relationship to move forward, upon which the foundation is laid. There's a lot of aspects of a relationship that you are actually working on harmonizing, or rather being worked upon. They just are harmonized. I feel like this is a couple that shares a lot of the same emotional morals. There's a certain understanding and very supportive energy between the two. There's also a lot of passion here behind the scenes. I don't typically, get the most aspirational relationship readings, truly. As you probably are aware through my readings, there's typically a conflict that needs to be resolved, or there's typically, some question that's going on within your heart. But I see very intuitively that this couple is in fact more well suited than you even realize. So maybe it's the act of really getting into the Libran energy, away from the Virgoan analytical energy that has, really helped you transform the situation. It seems your relationship is really benefiting from it, and you're having, intuitions upon what's being created in your future as far as this Libran energy is creating with you this new beginning of harmony and grace in some level of your being, which I see is very focused on relationships. It's very focused on who is the best suited for you in your future. There could be a lot of water surrounding the very beginning of the month. Then you get into the fire energy, which is extremely transformative and potentially even life-changing. This is a very important month for you on some very foundational level. I feel that it is for your own transformation and betterment, right? So if you have to leave a certain situation, maybe there is a conflict between you and another a fire sign. Maybe you're with a fire sign and you meet this water sign and it just makes sense. Then you have to take this up with your current partner, and there's this fiery explosion because you guys have not had that level of emotional intimacy. And it's this realization that you just have to follow. It's like, this just makes sense. And a lot of signs are actually getting the intuition that the sign that their intuition is actually logical. They're having that validation, like in their face. How they may see it in their life is based upon how they usually see the world. And where you have been stuck, Aquarius, is really within this emotional realm. And given all of the planetary placements and the kind of energy that I see you receiving, you're making sense of all this month. And that itself could be the progress that you make. You've been maybe asking certain questions on which direction to move in for some time now. And maybe with this Libra moon, you'll be getting that validation emotionally to move forward, which is very impactful and progressive, because ultimately this situation needed to be balanced. You needed to take it up with whoever this fire sign is, or whoever you've been afraid of interacting with over this subject. It seems to be relieving afterwards. So I think it's worth your attention. Okay, it's worth the energy you put into it. But with this Five of Fire, I'm going to show you the cards now. With this Five of Fire, you can see specifically that this person is taken back by what you're saying. And just as you would justify or judge this card for being, you against the person in the wrongdoing, it's actually a suggestion to mind your words and to be thoughtful of them, more so at this time, because you don't want to have regrets over how you have spoken your truth. In fact, creating this positive new beginning, you need to start now. Creating this positive new beginning within the emotional realm means that you need to indefinitely put an importance on it. And that is in reflection of the words that you say and how you hold yourself in relationship to others. Coming to someone aggressively is only going to be met by more aggression. So, we see you understanding this beforehand. We see you, not being proud of the situation, or maybe how long it had been in evolution for, but you're proud of yourself for making that decision, okay, for making that leap of faith, or really taking the high road. This is so far very exciting, because whatever situation you're leaving, we see that you've been avoiding this, or kind of putting energy towards it as being a bad situation and having no power over it. But I see that something within you is restorative. Something that comes into your life in the beginning of October is actually a match made in heaven, I'm hearing. But it's supportive in such a way that allows you to take charge or set in place some foundational boundaries for love and self-expression. And this is what's happening on a soul level. Regardless of the commotion that goes on in your physical life, on a soul level, this is happening so that you may again remember the safety and security, that which dwells in the depths of your emotion, and not be so afraid of diving deeply into them with those you love. This is getting, it's getting very heartfelt. It's getting very transformative on a very deep level. So when we're looking at these cards, we can be excited because you can trust that your soul would never take anything away from you that wasn't ultimately for your highest good. And you can be proud of yourself because you have on some soul level listened and acted upon what your soul was telling you to do. So this is what this alignment is. This is what this 10 of fire is. It's so transformative in the way that it is relative to maybe a Kundalini experience where you have taken a huge hurdle, a huge weight, or something that is of resistance to your highest being away from the equation. And in fact, what you're left with is a solution that is natural, it is easy, it is expansive on its own, and open. So it just feels so much better, Aquarius. For those of you who are spiritually inclined, I do see that meditating and putting your energy towards your chakras right now would be very beneficial. When I see, an alignment like this happen, it means that you're really being detoxed. So that might actually be, a strong indication that you might want to focus on your health, focus on what you can do to further enhance the awakening. This is kind of a cellular activation. So where this is going is very esoteric. Some of you actually may be open to spiritual experiences more so than typical Aquarian energy is. So, this could very well be a powerful month for you. We have 2 10s. A few months back, Libra actually got something like this in a reading where the universe was in such alignment with their energy that it was a direct reflection of the changes that were being made. And when we see a 10-10 here, we can see that especially on the 10th of next month, you will have some divine epiphanies, and that is actually 10-10-18, the day of. Nonetheless, this is in effect toward the second portion of the month, right? The second half of the month. So you've already by now maybe met someone new. Maybe you have worked on this relationship and feeling passion and understanding. Maybe developing some kind of a deeper level of trust. Those things, this person could as well be a Cancer. Very cardinal water energy, though it could be an Aquarius or, a Scorpio or a Pisces. So this does have a very strong resonance with the Libra moon. I may have said that moon is on the 9th, so maybe set an intention. Another sign got this. I believe it was Taurus or, what was it? Scorpio. So, one of the two, I feel their energies are very strong for you this month, so you may have some of that in your chart as well. Nonetheless, they both got intuitions to write intentions over the new moon. So maybe take advantage of the energy that's allowing you to see what kind of peace, harmony, and balance can actually take place in relationships and the potentialities for you as a Aquarius. So, with this 10 of air, we see very specifically that there's some kind of very colorful transformation happening for you. It's something that is new, refreshing, like you just stepped out of a den, I'm hearing, a wolf's den, and you come out unscathed. It's because of this powerhouse of energy that's coming through for you this month that is allowing you to expand in a very unified way that actually is working with the universal laws of cause and effect. So you realize that there's a certain karmic relationship coming to an end, whether that's within you or actually without as well, by leaving a relationship. There's some change that has needed to take place for your, for the butterfly effect, I'm hearing. And that's what we see in this 10 of air. So kind of creepy, right? Kind of spooky messages coming through. I feel maybe even around October 31st where the veil is thinned. You might be experiencing some out of body experiences, or you might be actually lucid dreaming or becoming awake on some level which you hadn't been before. This is a perfect time for that kind of energy, with the fall equinox in place and feeling very balanced and secure in ourselves. Typically, Librans could have otherworldly experiences during this time. It also is such a veil thinning effect that the Libran energy has that, um, we're able to see further into our future and make better decisions now in order to create the reality in which we are seeking the most, right? Because we have so many potentialities in reality. And it depends on where we're aligning, right? That where we see our life go, and where you're aligning right now is literally toward abundance, which is it's kind of spooky, it's definitely kind of powerful, Aquarius. So I hope you're ready. It is transformative. Trust the intuitions that you're getting. Your intuition is absolutely on fire. The things that you're seeing in people, you're really truly seeing them for who they are. No one can hide from you this month in kind of a spooky message from your guides. You are seeing people as if they were translucent. And, I feel as if this person, if it's a new Cancer or a new water sign walks into your life, you'll be able to see them for who they truly are. And if you're in a relationship now that is kind of fiery and toxic, it will be, unavoidable at that point. You will not stand for it. It's simply the justice or the respect that you're demanding over this situation is very powerful. So this is in itself an expansive time for you and your super consciousness. With abundance, you have a certain level of luck coming to you too. Because of your trust and faith in the universe, it seems as though it is reflected directly with the kind of dragon, serpent-like energy of fertility and femininity coming to you at the end of the month, with the sun moving or transiting into the sign of Scorpio, which is in itself a sign of transformation, okay? It is the sign of, evolution, so to speak, of healing on a deep and profound level, and of exploration of joy, things that make you joyous, and purposeful beginnings. So where you direct your energy this month is absolutely so powerful, Aquarius. You have abundance waiting on the other side of the veil. Listen to your intuition. Follow the supportive energies this month. Follow the reassuring energies this month. Follow the open energies this month. The openness is literally your life expanding to new horizons. So have fun with it. Don't forget to play. Don't forget to take care of yourself in the meantime. If this reading resonated with you, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Again, my name is Chandler. I do personal readings. If you're interested, go down to the description box below. There will be a link to my website. And share with your Aquarius friends. I will see you in November. Bye.